All right, welcome back to another NoGi Drillers Guide session. Today, Joe has joined us. I've been asking Joe to kind of step up and join us in some of our filming content lately because he's really stepped up in Jiu-Jitsu and being part of the gym, and it's really cool to see his growth. So we did that series where 10 guys got together and they're kind of owning their truth and their reality in life, and they're owning the fact that they're kind of existing instead of expanding their life. And the series was really cool. But I've seen a huge progression in him since we filmed that series, and I like to see the transformation. I mean, how much he's been showing up to the gym, how much he's his appearance, everything. It just feels like his character, his appearance, everything's completely changed since that moment. I've seen him showing up early to class. I've seen him trying to help other students get better at their game. I've seen him being more involved in different classes. And, to me, that's like one of the coolest things. I've got, Austin stepped up his game. Joe stepping up his game. Brandon, of course, has stepped up his game. And, we did the dice game, all four of us. And just to see that whole sequence and see the content and see the different characters and their personalities has been a really cool thing for me. Now, Joe wanted to work on basically doing the Kimura sweep. He's tired of getting, when he does play guard, he was tired of getting smashed on top and not having a whole lot of answers. And Joe is a white belt who will be going to a blue belt very soon, and very, very flexible, 31, 32 years old, somewhere in there, and probably one of the most flexible people I know, that if he can chain all these little things together and his game finally fully clicks, he's very, very hard to deal with. And so right now he's just working on kind of like a hip bump, sit-up, Kimura series, and then he starting to chain things together, figuring out what will work with that. Sits up, goes for the hip bump, not necessarily going for the Kimura, just wanting to figure out a decent sweep. And from here, he's able to sit and then immediately go like to an omoplata or to an armbar, which is a really cool sequence that not a lot of people can hit, because you have to have pretty decent flexibility to be able to offset your hips that much and be able to clear the head and get the armbar once you come up on top. But besides that, the biggest thing that we're trying to do is just every week we're trying to be consistently drilling and improving our game. Even the basics, it's funny, but sometimes the basics and drilling the same thing over and over again gets very repetitive. It gets very redundant, and you get to a point where you don't necessarily have that drive or that motivation to want to do that anymore. But the one thing that I'm learning on this journey right now is that consistency and habits are very crucial to the growth in your life. So you have to try to be consistently every day adding a new habit, creating something in your life that will keep expanding your life mentally and physically in any way possible. So I appreciate you guys watching this episode, and stay tuned for more episodes in the future.